Valentine's Day is coming up, so today I'm making something nice. Welcome to my channel, my name is Jim. So, I designed a 3-course vegan dinner for Valentine's Day. I have vegan lemon butter scallops for the appetizer, classic yet sensational pasta dish for the main, and silky dark chocolate tofu mousse for the dessert. These are perfect for romantic nights. You can make them with your partner. They're very budget friendly, easy, gorgeous and delicious. Let's get started. So here are the ingredients. It's very simple. I'm gonna make our vegan scallops with these king oyster mushrooms. Get the thickest ones you can find, and you'll need at least 2 of them for 2 servings. I've got garlic, this is essential, and a lemon for the sauce. The acidity is optional, but the lemon also gives the illusion that you're eating real seafood, so it's good to have. I've got some optional vegan butter. It's just gonna make the sauce creamier. Some fresh thyme to flavor our scallops, and some parsley for the sauce. Try to get Italian parsley if you can, and some extra veggies. I have some asparagus, and some baby leaf mix for the garnish. And I've got this cheap white wine for the sauce. So that is everything. First, I'm going to peel 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm just gonna completely smash them with a knife, and put them aside. No need for chopping or slicing. Next, grab the king oyster mushrooms, and I'm going to remove the head and bottom. I'm not gonna be using these parts for this dish, so you can save them for the main course or another dish. So now this is what we have. I'm going to slice the mushrooms into 1 to 2 centimeter thick pieces. And there's gonna be at least 2 slices that look like these. And you don't want any scallops with hair, so let's just trim the hair. And finally, I'm going to score every side of the mushroom pieces. Grab the parsley and finally chop it. Now, everything is ready. Let's cook it. Get a pan. Cover the surface of the pan with extra virgin olive oil. Get it on high heat and wait until it's ripping hot. Before you cook the mushrooms, make sure to season both sides with salt and black pepper, just like real scallops. And place them in the pan. And saute the mushrooms along with the asparagus. Drop the fresh thyme. When the bottom is golden, flip them over. And 1 of the garlic cloves into the pan. And don't forget to do the cool basting thing purely for fun. I don't know if it does anything because it's mushrooms. Anyways, look at the color and how meaty it is. When all sides are golden, our vegan scallops are done. Get them out. Now I'm going to make the lemon garlic sauce. To the same pan and oil, add some vegan butter and melt it. Crush the other clove of garlic. Slice the lemon. And squeeze some juice through your fingers so you can catch the seeds. A touch of optional cheap white wine. Shake the pan and roughly mix. And I'm going to burn off the alcohol and let the sauce reduce a little. Add the chopped parsley and mix. And lots of black pepper. Now the sauce is done. Let's plate this up. First course done, vegan lemon garlic scallops. For the main course, I'm making something similar to the classic spaghetti with tomato and basil with a few twists. I mean, is there anything better than a classic, simple yet sensational pasta dish and red wine on a date? So the key to simple yet great pasta is great ingredients. This time, I'm using organic whole wheat spaghetti. It's much richer and deeper in flavor than regular refined pasta, and I'm going to be doing some fun stuff with it, so it gives you a bit of a unique pasta experience. And I'm using some quality extra virgin olive oil. I've got a handful of cherry tomatoes. I didn't count, but I used around 20 of those. And a handful of fresh basil. It really depends on how much herb you want. I absolutely love basil, so I'm using a lot. And what makes the night special? Eggplant. If you don't like it, you can certainly not use it. For the base, I have garlic and red onion. I know a lot of Italians don't use both for the same pasta dish, But I always use garlic, and for this dish, I want some of that sweetness of onions, so I'm using both. Those on the table are everything you need for a great pasta dish. First, grab the basil, and I'm going to separate the big leaves, small leaves, and stems, because I'm going to be using those for different purposes at different stages. The stems and big leaves for the sauce, and small ones for the garnish. Next, I'm going to slice the tomatoes in half. Peel some garlic. Do you like a lot of garlic on date nights? I do, but let's only use 2 per serving, so 4 in total. Now, the easy way to peel them is just get a container, put the cloves in it, and shake super hard. In about 10 seconds, you'll get perfectly peeled garlic cloves, and thinly slice the garlic. Then I'm going to dice the red onion. Since we have the garlic, I'm only using 1/3 of it. Next, eggplant. I'm going to cut it into kinda long-shaped pieces, just like these, or you can dice it if you'd like. Now, everything is ready. Set it aside. Get a large sauté pan. If you have a large enough and flat pan or pot, you can proceed to this extra step I'm about to show you. We're gonna do something fun. Add a lot of olive oil into the pan. It should cover the entire surface of the pan, and there should be some depth. Get it on high heat. Grab your pasta. And grab only 1/3 of the pasta you are making. And when the oil is ripping hot, yes, dump the spaghetti into the hot oil. Now what the heck am I doing? This creates another layer of texture, so the mouthfeel of the dish will be interesting, unique, and fun. The pasta will inflate immediately, and get it out in about 10 to 20 seconds. Look at this crispy fried spaghetti. Now put it aside. In the same oil, I'm going to deep fry the eggplant. This gives the eggplant some nice deep purple color on the skin, and the crispy texture. When it's cooked through, get it out. Now the oil in the pan should be too much for the pasta sauce, so you can save it for another dish. I'm back with just enough of it to cover the surface of the pan. Get it on medium-low heat, and add the red onion and garlic to the pan. And also the basil stems, and infuse the flavor of the basil into the oil. And cook until the onion is translucent and the garlic changes its color. Then add the tomatoes to the pan. And cook. You'll notice the tomato juice coming out and emulsifying with the oil, and that's what we want. Creamy basil-infused tomato sauce. And now I'm going to set it aside and let it cook and reduce over medium-low heat. It's time to boil our pasta. Generously season the water. It should be as salty as seawater. Now I'm going to boil both the fried spaghetti and the untouched spaghetti. When you get it in the water, be gentle because the fried spaghetti is fragile. Now remove the basil stems from the sauce. Grab the big basil leaves, and I'm going to stack them up. And thinly slice them. And add them to the sauce. The aroma from the sauce is incredible. Add the fried eggplant to the sauce and coat them in it. When the pasta is almost al dente, transfer it to the pan and finish the pasta in the sauce. Add some of the starchy and salty pasta water from the pot and mix. The starch in the water is going to thicken up the sauce. Again, when you mix, be gentle to prevent the fried spaghetti from breaking. When the pasta is al dente, it is done. Serve with vegan red wine. Now, it's time for course number 3, which is the dessert. I have Silken tofu dark chocolate mousse. It's safe to say that this is the easiest and quickest vegan dessert you can make. You can actually make this first and keep it in the fridge while you make the other 2 courses, or just make it the day before. Plus, it would be nice to have it chilled. So for the mousse, you need some vegan dark chocolate. 70% cacao or up is recommended. And what makes this mousse special and healthy is some Silken tofu. But trust me, you won't taste the beans at all. Any fruit you like. I have blueberries. And some dried mango I decided to use later. And some nuts would be nice. I have some pistachios. And I have some coconut cream that I made beforehand. It's so easy to make. Make sure to check out my 7 tips for perfect coconut whipped cream video. And that's it. First, put the ingredients aside. Suck that chocolate and grab a knife, whoa. Roughly chop some chocolate. And I'm just gonna put the rest of it in a bowl or plate and microwave it on low until it melts. Once it's melted, I'm going to add the tofu to some container or cup and transfer the chocolate to it. And blend them. I'm using a hand blender, but you can use any method. Now, I like to add just a touch of salt to bring out some sweetness. Also, it's still a bit too dark, so I'm adding more tofu. The key is, adjust the thickness or darkness with the tofu. Once it's thoroughly combined, just pour it into cups or jars. Smooth out the top. Some coconut cream and blueberries. And I like to roughly chop some pistachios and sprinkle them on top. Finally, I'm going to top with some dried mango and the chopped chocolate. Course 3 done. Silken tofu dark chocolate mousse. There you have the romantic 3-course vegan dinner. Perfect for Valentine's Day.